the biggest struggle we all face every morning is to think what to cook for breakfast. And also in this video, along with the 7 breakfast recipes, I'm showing my way of making sprouts. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited about today's video because on my channel for the first time I'm gonna talk about food which I love the most. I always wanted to start a cooking channel, but somehow that idea didn't work for me. So I have decided to post food related videos in this channel once in a while. So coming to today's video, I'm gonna share 7 quick and easy breakfast recipes with you all which can be done under 5 minutes. All the recipes I show in this video are very healthy, tasty and are very filling. You'll definitely don't feel hungry till the lunchtime. So let's begin with the video. And also in this video, along with the 7 breakfast recipes, I'm showing my way of making sprouts. When I shared this video of my mung bean sprouts on my Instagram story, many of you have requested me to show my way of making sprouts. So I have decided to add that process too in this video. So watch till the end. So for the first recipe for Monday, we have besan chilla.
I'm taking half beetroot, half an onion, few curry leaves, 3 green chilies, coriander and mint leaves into the food processor and blending them into very small pieces. You can add any veggies of your choice or even simply skip them. Into this, I'm adding salt, ajwain and 1/4 cup of besan and mixing everything by adding little water to make into the desired consistency. Now onto the heated pan, I'm adding half a spoon of coconut oil and spreading the batter just like how we spread a dosa. Keep the lid on the tawa and let it cook for a couple of minutes. Now remove the lid and flip onto the other side and let it cook till it's nicely done. Our yummy besan chilla is ready, guys. As I have added more green chilies, I don't need any extra chutney or dip for this.
So for the second recipe, that is on Tuesday, we have bread omelette. So there are so many ways I make eggs for my breakfast, but I'm not adding more egg recipes in this video because there are so many people who don't eat egg or who don't like to eat egg first thing in the morning.
To make this bread omelette, I am adding finely chopped onions, green chilies into the glass. Now adding salt and finely chopped spinach leaves and mix everything well. Now I am adding 2 eggs into this and beating the mixture really very well. Now onto the heated non-stick pan, I am adding ghee and pouring this egg mixture on the hot pan and spreading the veggies evenly. Now take a bread slice, place it on the omelette and immediately flip the bread to the other side. Sprinkle a little bit of garam masala, which is optional. Now fold the sides of the omelette to make it look like a pocket. Do this when the omelette is half cooked so that it sticks well to the bread. Now flip it onto the other side and let it cook a little bit. The yummy street style healthy bread omelette is ready to eat.
Our third recipe is oats chilla. The one ingredient which I use the most in my breakfast recipes apart from eggs is oats. So let's see how I make my tasty and healthy oats chilla.
I have taken 1/4 cup of oats and blended it to make a fine powder. Now roughly chopping a small carrot, half a cucumber, half an onion, 3 green chilies, few curry leaves and adding all these into the food processor to make small pieces. Add salt, mix well with the water to form a batter. I cooked this oats chillas just in the same way like I did with my besan chillas. I wanted to add a small tip here, guys. If you are making besan chilla or oats chilla, if you have enough time in the morning, then let the batter rest for some time after mixing it with water. Otherwise, you can make the chillas immediately after making the batter. So our yummy and tasty oats chillas are ready to eat.
The fourth recipe, that is for Thursday, is ragi malt.
To make this ragi malt, take 1 cup of milk and add 1 spoon of jaggery to it and let it rest so that the jaggery melts into the milk. This is the ragi powder which is made by my mom. She has made this with sprouted ragi or sprouted finger millet along with cardamom to give a nice flavor. Now I am taking 1 tablespoon of this powder and adding it to the milk and mixing it well. Make sure there are no lumps. Now place it on the stove and let it boil in medium to low flame. To add extra crunch to my ragi malt, I have crushed 5 almonds and adding those crushed almonds into my ragi malt. Our yummy and super filling ragi malt is ready to drink.
For Friday, our fifth recipe is oats and banana smoothie, which is my favorite drink to have.
Into a blender, I am adding 1/4 cup of oats, banana, half teaspoon cinnamon powder, 1 tablespoon honey, required quantity of milk and 2 small ice cubes. Blend it in high speed for a minute and our smoothie is ready in just a couple of minutes. Again, to add some crunch, I am adding crushed almonds to the smoothie.
The sixth recipe, which is for Saturdays, is a very special no-cook recipe. As on Saturdays we'll be in the weekend hangover, I have a special recipe which doesn't require any cooking, that is a sandwich.
To make this sandwich, I am taking this homemade green chutney which I keep stock at home and applying generously to the both bread slices. Now place the veggies of your choice. Here I am adding onion, capsicum and tomatoes to my sandwich. Now sprinkling this peri peri powder generously and good amount of cheese on top and place the other slice over it. Actually, I use a cheese slice to make this sandwich, guys, so it doesn't require any cooking. But as I didn't have cheese slices with me at home, I used frozen shredded cheese, so this definitely requires to go onto the stove for the cheese to melt. If you have a cheese slice, then this sandwich doesn't require any cooking.
So for Sunday, we have overnight oats as our breakfast. We don't have to do any preparations in the morning because all the preparations has to be done previous night, that is on Saturday night. I have been eating this from almost 2-3 years and this is my go-to breakfast and I absolutely love this because it satisfies my sweet cravings. The recipe for this overnight oats is not mine. I've seen it on YouTube few years ago. I seriously don't remember the channel name. So after watching this recipe, if you get any idea of whose recipe is this, please share that with me so that I can give their channel link and video link in the description box below and credit them for the recipe.
I am using this spoon for the measurements for this recipe. So into the mason jar, I am adding 5 spoons of oats, 1 spoon of flax seeds, half spoon cinnamon powder, 1 spoon honey and 10 to 12 spoons of curd. The oats and curd has to be taken in 1:2 ratio. Now mix all the ingredients well. Now adding 5 almonds which are cut into small bite-sized pieces and mixing everything again. Now close the lid and place it in the refrigerator and let it sit overnight. This is how they look the next morning. If you can see, the flax seeds inside are swollen up a little bit. I am taking half of this mixture into the bowl and remaining half can be used in your smoothies or you can eat it later, or if you can eat the entire quantity, you can go ahead and finish it at once. Eat just like that or add any fruit or any dry fruits of your choice on top and enjoy.
So I have shared all my 7 quick and easy breakfast recipes for the entire week with you all. Now let's proceed and see how I make my sprouts.
So my mung beans and black chana have been soaking up from the morning. So now I'm washing this neatly and removing the excess water from them. I make the sprouts in a steel bowl or vessel and I use a steel plate to use it as a lid. Now take a cotton cloth and make it wet and squeeze excess water from the cloth just like how you do with your beauty blender or beauty sponge. Now pour the mung beans onto the wet cloth and close from all the sides and make a knot at the top. The moisture in the cloth and the beans is enough to make the sprouts. Close the lid and let it sit overnight. The idea behind using the steel vessel and a plate is to not allow sunlight or any kind of light to fall onto our sprouts. So next morning, open the knot and see they have already started sprouting. Now clean these beans under running water to make sure it's free of any sliminess or musty odor. This process makes sure to keep the mung beans fresh, washes away any unwanted growth and also helps the sprouts to grow. Now fold from all the sides and squeeze excess water and tie a knot at the top and let it rest for another 6 to 7 hours. This cleaning step is very important and you need to repeat this once in every 6 to 7 hours. Usually I do this cleaning process thrice a day, that is once soon after waking up and once before going to bed and once in between. Don't skip this process guys, it is really important, then only you will get long sprouts to your beans like this. Ideally I keep them for 2 days to get this long sprouts. If you want even longer sprouts then keep them for more days, but make sure to follow the cleaning process thrice a day.
That's it guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you all liked it and found it helpful. If you happen to try any of these recipes, then please share the pictures with me on my Instagram. I would love to see them. And also share this video with all the people you know, because the biggest struggle we all face every morning is to think what to cook for breakfast. So share this video as much as you can so that it may help many people in their kitchen. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.